Hey everyone, I am Simon, Pyme CEO, and I'm a community marketing expert. In my previous companies, I've generated over $10 million in community-led sales. I know how to acquire and retain users. Since launching Pyme just under a year ago, we have grown our community to over 170,000 verified users while being cash flow positive. We did this organically. No KOLs, no paid ads, no influencer shills. Let me tell you how. Web3 has a cold start problem. Many companies build great product and then desperately hope to find users. It's a strategy almost guaranteed to fail. Over the past few years, companies raised a lot of money that then went on conferences, on parties, on vibes, and at best, airdrops that delivered no long-term value or retention. Companies created noise and hype, yet no future. And for users, there's rug pulls, the scams, the here today, gone tomorrow projects, and then the whole industry loses. Yet for Web3 to achieve mass adoption, it needs to build real products real people want and need. It's a problem and a market we know incredibly well. I will never forget the first day I heard about NFTs. I thought I was going to be a billionaire overnight. I thought I was so early. I called Bilal, my co-founder, and we immediately got to work building what we were certain was going to be the next CryptoPunks. We launched the project, and what a surprise, it failed. We made one sale, and that was us just checking that the contract worked. We learned painfully the importance of distribution. Yet we put our heads down, we got to work, we built, launched, tested, broke many things, got a lot of feedback. And a few pivots later, we had a fast-growing community, excited users, and excited companies. A year later, hundreds of companies have used Pyme to incentivize users to take specific on-chain actions with quests, such as engage on social media, hold a token, or buy an NFT. We use blockchain technology to automatically verify each action taken. To date, we have generated over 4.7 million actions through Pyme. We have run quests for incredible companies such as Unstoppable Domains, Gods Unchained, and OKX. Yet the opportunity isn't in quests. It's a crowded marketplace and a race to the bottom without a hope or scale or a business model. However, what gives us an advantage is in Web3, community is distribution. And we are the best team to capitalize on that. Bilal and my co-founder scaled our previous startup to $3.4 million in our first year before leaving to start Pyme. Diogo joined us recently from blockchain.com. And so far we have received support from angels, governments, leading accelerators, and industry partners. We have generated over $400,000 in revenue in the past 12 months, with 95% of revenue having come from our community. We have done this by placing the community at the heart of everything we do. People want to be the core of projects. They want to be there at the beginning. They want to have a say and they want to play a role. Yes, it can be crazy at times. Yet people don't just want to be a buzzword. They don't just want to be part of a throwaway effort because somebody told a founder that it was important to build community. We believe that our community deserves an upside in everything we do. Next month, we launch our token and transition to a DAO. As part of that move to a DAO, we will narrow our focus on launching projects built by us or projects we exclusively partner with. Pyme DAO becomes a community launchpad, enabling companies to scale from day one. And we make money in a couple of ways. Firstly, launch products created by us. We're already on our way with the first product. Secondly, we partner exclusively with selected projects that we know our community can help. The founders get to focus on building product while we build distribution and community. In exchange, Pyme DAO gets a percentage of the tokens. We are building an ecosystem where everybody wins. Companies get people using their products from day one, from the day that they launch. And our community is incentivized to help those products grow and shout it from the rooftops. To show the power of our community, we ran a campaign right now, literally 5 minutes ago. There are hundreds of people joining us right now to celebrate the power of Pyme community. Yet this is just the start for us. Over 20,000 members have paid to join our ecosystem, and we expect this to rapidly grow when we launch our token and move towards a DAO. Our foundations are solid, our team is ready, and our community is ready. We are on a mission to launch and accelerate Web3 consumer products that solve real-world challenges, and we believe Pyme is the answer to doing exactly that. Thank you. I'm excited to take your questions.
Thanks so much for that, Simon. So now we'll bring on Jaroslav to ask any questions.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Simon. Great pitch, great presentation. I wonder, you mentioned that you've generated 400,000 in revenue generated by the community. Is it kind of a subscription model, or what is this a community revenue generated means?
Yeah, so we bootstrapped the community certainly to start with through NFT sales that converted for Pyme points. Pyme points converting for future tokens. Certainly as people completed the actions and the quests, they earned Pyme points for doing those actions. So we really developed that circular economy from very early on. And that's where people have then had the opportunity to take part in our ecosystem. The majority of that growth has come from two ways: people buying lifetime gold membership, so we have a gold membership tier, and then pre-sale vouchers for future points.
Okay, so that I mean, the revenue is coming from users. I mean, paying for membership or vouchers. Yep. And I wonder what is the business model besides that is. So how do you make money? I mean, like you can't make money from your users forever, obviously. So what is the other revenue streams that you are thinking about and planning for?
Yeah. We tested a lot, so we certainly tested going down a monthly subscription model. We partnered with a lot of companies to do that. We found that it would just turn into a very expensive SaaS platform and actually couldn't scale for us very well. So we looked at a usage-based model. It didn't work. We do believe the value capture through the token will create a sustainable ecosystem for Pyme as it launches new products and then launches. So the one side, us launching new products, we have one coming soon. It's already in development. The second, and that is not an allocation goes to the DAO, but that has the right to go and charge its own user base to certainly introduce its own token. The second side is us partnering with products that are not developed by us. And that is where we would then take a percentage of their tokens, certainly totally negotiable, which the DAO would have the right to sell, the DAO would have the right to hold, depending on what it saw fit.
And so the company will be funded by DAO, as far as I understand.
The Pyme DAO will be, we have a holding company, we have a labs company, that will launch other products, and the DAO will get an allocation of those tokens of every project that we launch. But the company will not be funded by directly the DAO. The DAO will fund the launchpad.
Okay. So I'm a bit confused here. So you said that the projects will give part of their tokens to the DAO, and then DAO will decide what to do with that tokens. But how you as a company that has operational expenses are going to, to be managed as all tokens go to the DAO?
Yeah, but by launching other projects, by launching other products, that's
okay. So making revenue from the projects you launched.
Yeah, using the ecosystem to launch other products.
Okay, thanks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks very much for that. Albert, do you have any questions to add on?
Yeah, maybe a quick question from my side, because I also saw that you have like this gold points. So how will this functions once you get transition into the DAO model? Because if I already burn my gold and then there's like this DAO and then they like override wherever this benefits that I have on the gold, for example, how it will affect your old members, for example? Yeah,
we're releasing our DAO constitution in 15 days, and there's certainly a mechanism in that. Is there a potential for, and something we spend a lot of time with legal advisors on, but also thinking about is how do we really lean into decentralization? And if the community was to choose to, fully change that, then whilst we think that would be bad, there's certainly an argument to be made for if the community was to decide that that's what it should do, then that's the best thing for the community and the DAO in its own right. We're pretty big believers in decentralization and community empowerment. I don't think it would be right for us to long-term say this is fixed and this is what it should be forever.
Right. Okay. Because I'm following with Yaroslav's question, because once you transition with this DAO, then there's going to be a shift between for your business model, right? So how it will be sustained in the long run, because you already have your previously paying customers, and then now you have like this new people that will govern the whole ecosystem. How will you like manage them?
Yeah, so
that's one thing.
Yeah, 100%. You know, it's something we spent a lot of time thinking about. The new products that we have launching are very much, you know, revenue generating and consistently revenue generating. We do believe that we will be able to introduce to the DAO ways for them to allocate tokens to the company. You know, we spent a lot of time with legal advisors to ensure that's the case, that can run operations for the launchpad that we're partnering with the DAO on. We very much see the company, the Holding Labs entity, being a partner with the DAO going forward.